What's up, everybody? It's back for episode 5 in the Summer of Art Challenges. I'm Dreaming Tabitha, an artist here on YouTube, and I can't wait to see what today's challenge is going to be, so let's just go. Today's guest is a YouTuber known for his sunny disposition and non-controversial takes. Let's give it a watch.
This is Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, and I'm looking for a painting with markers.
Wait, what?
A painting with markers.
A painting with markers? That wasn't in the brief. I don't understand. Can nobody read? I gave them a list of what they could. I'm getting the Wanda episode all over again. I don't use paint markers. I don't want to go to the store. No challenge is too tough for Tabitha. Let's go. August, people. Okay, I'm back, and I've got the freaking markers. Let's watch the rest of this show.
This is Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, and I'm looking for a painting with markers of G.I. Joe character Snake Eyes and his trusty sidekick Timber in a forest full of snow. It can be an action scene, they can be walking, but I'm looking for that, and I want it done within 5 hours. So Snake Eyes, his sidekick Timber, in the snow, in forest. It doesn't matter if they're walking, if they're fighting, if there's action, but I'd like that done with markers in 5 hours.
Wow, very specific. Okay, so again, I'm not very familiar with G.I. Joe, but I am thankful for the internet, so I guess we're going to do some research. I have no idea who Timber is. I do know who Snake Eyes is because we've seen him before on this channel not too long ago. But Timber, I'm going to assume it's some kind of lumberjack superhero person. So let's do some research. But unfortunately, before we get started with today's art project, I need to make some cookies. So I couldn't help myself. I had to find out who Timber was. I was super curious because that helps with the juices flowing. And silly me, guys. Did you know that Timber was a wolf? Yeah. Timber's a wolf, so that's very helpful information. So now, I think I can think about this while I'm making my cookies. Okay, so we're back and ready to get started with today's challenge. I've got my supplies, and I decided that I'm going to up the ante because obviously these challenges have just not been challenging enough. So we're doing something a little bit different today. Now, normally when I do a painting, I do it on a canvas, either a wrapped canvas, canvas panel, maybe some canvas paper, canvas. But today I am deciding that I am going to do it on plastic. By plastic, I mean little acrylic panels just like this. You might be asking yourself, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to yourself? Do you hate yourself? Are you trying to punish yourself? Is there a crime that you committed that you're trying to make up for? The answer would be yes, but not for this reason. Saw it on a different channel and I thought it would be really cool. Jazza did a painting where it was layered, right? These panels were layered on top of each other. The idea is that you are painting on each layer, not every picture, just the details of the picture on each layer, and that way it has a three-dimensional look to it. The idea that I had with Timber and Snake Eyes, wanted it to be an action scene, even though Jeremy said that it could be whatever I kind of wanted it to, which would have been really funny because it could have been like having a campfire, maybe making some s'mores. I found a particular picture of Timber that I like, and I thought it'd be really cool if it looked like he was jumping out of the canvas or the panel at us. Here is the picture of a wolf that I have found because I also don't have a lot of time to create this piece. I needed it to have as much detail but not complicated as possible. I don't have to do his entire body. Now with that same idea, I needed to find a pose for snake eyes that looked really cool but wasn't super complicated because I don't have a lot of time. And so I found this really cool pose of Sir Snake Eyes here. And while it does kind of look complicated, I found me a loophole. Apparently, Sir Snake Eyes has been through quite the wardrobe change down through the years. Now, Jeremy never said which version of Snake Eyes he wanted, so that kind of leaves it up to my discretion. I'm gonna go with what's the easiest, but still going to make the effort to make it super cool. Now, I am a little bit perturbed that he said, I want it in the snow. Because people are like, snow? What's the problem with snow? Snow's so easy. It's white. All you gotta do is paint it white. You don't understand. It's not just white. Snow is not just white. I mean, technically snow is just white, but when you're creating it, when you see it out in the world, it's not just white, okay? There's a lot to white. It also depends on the ambient lighting that you're going to be casting, because you can see here that it has red. So if I would put Snake Eyes and Timber here, there would have to be some highlights behind them that were red, but that also means that everything else would be in shadow. In case it's not quite clear what I'm doing, the idea, like I said, is to layer the panels, but they're gonna be reversed. So Timber's gonna be in the foreground, but you know, I'm gonna put them like this, right? So you got your two. Now I'm thinking about maybe putting a panel in between Timber and Snake Eyes here so that it's even deeper. It looks like he's a little bit further away to give some dimension to this project. We're gonna start, the time is now 10:30, 5 hours. Here we go.
I'm fighting inside. Some days, 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 I'm fighting inside.
Now, as we're waiting for the paint to dry, I chose this mug this morning that says, I said yes. And it was a gift from a friend. Now, normally these kinds of gifts are for people who said yes to the dress. It's really cool because this cup reminds me of all the difficult things that I've tried to attempt in life. Should I do it? Should I not do it? There are some things where it's like, I said yes. And 9 times out of 10, as they say, every time that I've ever said yes to something that was difficult for me, turned out to be a wonderful learning experience and created amazing and fun memories. So I just want to encourage you that maybe if you're trying to start out in artwork, if you're trying to start a small business, if you're trying to travel, if you're trying to meet somebody, say yes. I said yes to lots of things like these art challenges, and I was kind of afraid that nobody would be willing to help me out, but here I am having D-Day Gobra on the channel. I've had a lot of other amazing people, and it was just taking the chance. I said yes to risking being rejected. I said yes to relocating my life. I said yes to trying harder to be a better artist. And I just want to encourage you that maybe you need to get an I said yes cup, and it just kind of reminds you that I said yes to hard things, and here I am now nailing it, slaying it, killing it, eating it, whatever the kids are saying these days. I really don't flip and care. Hard to keep up, and I'm old, so let's see if our paint's dry. So as I suspected, the surface is dry now, and it's like a rougher texture because it has inconsistent amount of paint on it, which is going to be so much better for the second layer that's going to have some grip to
From
it.
the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I'm here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul rises.
if you can mix with these kinds of markers. So I've got all the colors of the rainbow and then different gradients or different tone, shades, values. Maybe I should do that. I shook the wrong markers.
I'm a fire burning bright, I'll never die. Like a phoenix in the night, I will survive. Oh, I will survive. Like a phoenix in the night, I will survive. Oh, I will survive. Oh, I will survive.
Hey dreamers, so it's a couple of days later and I know I am so sorry that it has to be this way. I hope you can forgive me, but I was not able to complete this project in one run, right? So like the whole point of these series is to challenge myself enough that I have this time limit and I get it done in one day. Life happens and I've not been able to do that with this particular project. Now, to be fair, I have only done a couple hours work on the project and I continue to work within that time frame, but it's not been in one go. I hope you can forgive me. I hope I get a pass. I hope I get in your good graces, but that's just how it is. So the other thing is too, is that it takes a while to get everything situated and set up. And that honestly sometimes just throws me off from actually completing the project. But I'm gonna get it done because it's turning out really cool, but something bad happened. So you'll remember that I started coloring snake eyes and I let it dry. And when I came back to it, it was like flaking all over the place. I kind of went around it a little bit just to see what happens, but the paint kept coming off. It wasn't, just send them soaring. It's not doing that on the other layers. So I'm not sure, maybe it's because I was trying to mix the paint, but we're gonna have to redo some of Snake Eyes here. And but you know what? Let's get to it. So, turning out better than I thought, and I have another crazy idea, as if this video doesn't have enough crazy ideas anyway, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I think it would be really cool to maybe give him a little bit of back glow. All the way in the background, I do have some warm colors. I mean, they're not very strong, but I'm like, maybe yellow is not a great idea. Maybe orange. I'm gonna give that a try, see what happens, and if not, I can always scrape it off. So I do have that luxury that I keep forgetting that I have. Okay, yep, I'm in different clothes. Sorry, had to change, but still on the same day here, and we have come a long way. It's looking really good, and I need to hurry up because I only have an hour left to do our friend Timber here. But other than that, everything looks amazing. It'll look better, like it's getting dark outside, obviously, because I've been working on this project. But I'm excited to get Timber done. Shouldn't be too complicated because I am again going to try to stick with the cartoon style like what I did with Snake Eyes. And so hopefully that will go well. And then if I have the time left over, I'm going to add a couple of details here and there. And of course I gotta do the cleanup, but that's not actually part of the challenge. Anyway, I gotta take a deep breath and finish this project. Okay guys, so we're doing something a little bit differently this time. I think if I've stalked the Geeks and Gamers pages long enough, I found the secret place where Jeremy hangs out on the weekends. And I'm gonna show him the picture in person. Guys, I think I found them over at the Paddlefish. Must be Jeremy's favorite place. Let's go. Oh my goodness! Can you tell me if you love this picture or not? I made it for you.
Whoa. You made this for me?
I made this for you.
That's Snake Eyes and Timber.
I mean, that's actually what you asked me to make for you.
This is incredible, actually. No BS, though. Wow. This is the first time I've seen this. Look at that.
I know. I think
How
it's
do you
pretty
have
great.
this? It's got like 3 or 4 dimensions to it.
It's not exactly your normal painting. There's like 5 layers. It's a lot of work. It was no big deal.
This is actually a lot better than I was anticipating. Not that I doubted you, but
Sure.
just the dimensions. And I said I wanted him in a forest, snow. That is cool.
I thought about making him have a tea party because you just said in the forest, in the snow, but didn't think that was your style.
No, this is great. I love this. Snake Eyes and Timber, Dreaming with Tabitha, amazing. Good stuff.
Thank you. It's actually Dreaming Tabitha, but I'll just take this now. Thanks. Disrespect.